accompanied her husband Maurice to the doctor's office. After he had given Maurice a full checkup, the doctor called Millie into his office alone. He said, "Maurice is suffering from a serious disease brought on by extreme stress. If you don't do the following, your husband will die. Each morning, wake him up gently with a big kiss, then fix him a healthy breakfast. Be pleasant at all times, and make sure he is always in a good mood. Cook him only his favorite meals and allow him to relax after eating. Don't burden him with any chores, and don't discuss your problems with him. It'll only make his stress worse. Don't argue with him, even if he criticizes you or makes fun of you. Try to relax him in the evening by giving him massages. Encourage him to watch all the sports he can on TV, even if it means missing your favorite programs. And most importantly, every evening after dinner, do whatever it takes to satisfy his every whim. If you do all this every day for the next 6 months, I think Maurice will regain his health completely." On the way home, Maurice asked Millie, "So what did the doctor say?" Said Millie, "He said you're going to die."
Somehow, hearing about mortality from Millie makes it more bearable. Jokes are funny that way. They can make a devastating point while diffusing anxiety at the same time. That's why there are so many jokes about sex and death. Both of them scare the pants off us. Happily, we happen to know a lot of jokes. In fact, we once discovered that jokes are a neat way to clarify general philosophical ideas, and we even wrote a book about that. So could jokes also illuminate philosophical concepts about life and death, being and non-being, eternal souls and eternal damnation, while at the same time alleviating our death angst?
You betcha! And that's a good thing, because the time is nigh. We've both recently attained our biblically allotted 70, for us to take an unflinching look at death and what the big thinkers have to say about it. So we're going to need all the laughs we can get. We'll be prying open all the coffin lids on this issue, looking not only at the big D, but also at its prequel, life, and its sequel, the sweet hereafter. We're looking for clues.
We'll start off by taking a look at the fabulous ways civilized societies have come up with to deny our mortality, especially through that perennial die-hard, organized religion. In particular, we'll check out Freud's theory of how we create religions, as well as havoc, in order to support our illusion of immortality. Next, we'll check in with some 19th century philosophers from northern European countries. Why aren't there any philosophers on the Italian Riviera who write about death? We'll visit with that melancholy Dane, Soren Kierkegaard, who thought the only way to transcend our death anxiety is to go through it. For Kierkegaard, all of our attempts to suppress our thoughts of death are counterproductive. The one way to get in touch with the eternal is to take the anxiety of nothingness into ourselves. Say it ain't so. Then we'll see what the grim German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer has to say. He virtually patented the concept of Weltschmerz. A free translation, "The world makes me want to hurl." You might think his attitude toward death would be super schmerzy, but Schopenhauer, no fan of life, regarded death with utter apathy. He wrote that, quote, "The death of an individual is of absolutely no consequence, and therefore our death should be a matter of indifference to us."
Indifference to death? That's not real helpful, Artie. And the needle on our angst meter is going crazy. Quick, we need a good indifference to death gag. So Ola died, and his wife Lena went to the local paper to put a notice in the obituaries. The gentleman at the counter, after offering his condolences, asked Lena what she would like to say about Ole. Lena said, "Oh, just put Ole died." Perplexed, the man said, "That's it? There must be something more you'd like to say about Ole. You lived together 50 years, you have children and grandchildren. Besides, if it's money you're worried about, you should know that the first 5 words are free." "Okay," Lena said. "Put down, Ole died. Boat for sale."
No look at philosophies of death would be complete without a visit to the 20th century existentialists, who saw not existing as a companion piece to existence.